A great fog hung over me, clinging to my mind like the scent of wood smoke after a long, extinguished fire. What? Where? You're awake. I'd almost hoped. But no, it's too late for a thing like hope. Old and unknowably familiar, an ache washed over me with her voice. My vision slid into focus. Kitsune? Then the feeling of something deeper, an old recognition I could not fully name. You! So, me. So tell me, who am I to you? Flashes, the scent of cut grass and earth, the cool warmth of sitting alone by a stone creek bed on a summer day, aching feet dipped in trickling water. 6 tails sliding out of sight into the shaded wood, the need to hunt. My quarry, I don't remember. What if I say you're my quarry? A creature like you, I could only have been hunting. Ah, so you do remember something. Something old. Old? A long ago history we shared. So I did hunt you. You did, but then it became more, Daimu. My name? It must have been. The syllables resonated deep within me, too familiar to be anything else. Do you remember why you hunted? Do you remember after? I do not. Why was I speaking truth to this creature woven with lies? A piece then, or a price? A price? A small token. A kid. I just got into the game. I'm immediately gonna kiss the fox. I'm into it. Oh God. I will kiss her. I pressed my lips against her furred cheek. She smelled of musk, deep and earthy. I'm glad. I was worried. Worried. The familiarity of her scent clung to me like an embrace, pushed something deep closer to the surface of my aching mind. I moved back, too overwhelmed by the closeness. That you were gone, but my husband is still there, somewhere. Thank you, Daimu. You're my wife? I reached my hand out towards her, some ingrained motion that felt as warm and familiar as waking from a deep sleep. I stared at that hand and trembled. What did this? Deep wrinkles creased over skin that was thin and papery with age. The hands of a grandfather, not mine. No, never mine. In that last flash of memory, I had been young and certain I could be that again. I had to be that again. We did it together. Any mortal man would wither after 50 years. But they were good. Please believe me. They were good. Wait, are you telling me I give the fox? I don't know them. Daimu, I know of your kind. The spells they cast, the man they pull deep into their charms. But you bewitch me. Make me think I love you. She simply smiled at me. Something about it made me think she had done all this before. Please, Daimu, come to me. She shifted and winced. Soon, I'll be the one dreaming. Sing me to sleep, my love. I've never been one for singing. Even my voice was unfamiliar, rough with years of use. It was like the voice I remembered, but ground down to powder and dust. Then hold me, one last time. My bones creaked for her. This thing who called itself my wife, all casual glory and enigmatic smiles. Something pulled at the edges of her mouth. Pain? I wanted to cry, but had nothing inside left to cry for. Reaching for it hurt, that blank place where my memories were supposed to be. It was like an adult tooth pried from my mouth that I could not recall being pulled. There is nothing I could love about a demon, that I would have agreed to this madness. She sighed, a small wet burble popping at the end of her breath. You've put on an old skin, one I thought you shed long ago. A man cannot shed, he only scars. I sat down at a silvery lump of upraised tissue that ran across my forearm. It was too old to be anything but familiar, but I could not recall it. What else don't I remember? I could tell you. Tell me what? How you got that scar? One less thing forgotten, my love. How? The first day we met, you were too eager for glory and lost your footing. A young man who had thrown himself into adulthood, determined to find more than what the world had promised him. That doesn't answer anything. When you saw me, you gave chase. I think you would have caught me then, but you fell into a deep thicket and tore your arm open. Treating that wound is what bound us together. After I cared for you, you decided to stay. She hesitated, eyes flickering off into the distance. There is more than that, but time is short. Just know that it was your decision to love me. Lies! I know I had a life, a family to return to. You stole that! How could I steal what was freely given? You didn't want that family. You didn't want that life. How could you know that? You told me your heart, how your mother's love was like an untended vine, how your father was like a gnarled oak, so fixed on the horizon he could not see that he shaded his saplings too fiercely for them to grow. The words were sticky with sincerity, cloying with an underlying bitterness. I don't regret it, even here, even now. I have to wake up from this dream. What dream? A dream of a happy life? A dream of simplicity and love? Why would you want to wake from such a thing? Why are you so sure that happiness is dreaming? Her barrage of questions made me hesitate. She wasn't wrong about my parents, or at least the small memories I had lingering of them. I could feel it with me now. The disappointment, the invisibility. Did she steal that knowledge, or had I given it freely? I could see it clearly now, the deep pool of crimson soaking through her clothing and staining the ground. That is no small wound. You're dying. I am. Who did this? You. Why? Something cracked inside you. I told myself it wasn't happening, that you would never forget what we had woven. But I was wrong, and a fool for it. Today, you took your old spear and screamed at me while I tended the garden. I was so surprised. I transformed. I shed the image of the woman you loved, but that only made things worse. It made you certain I was nothing but a liar. And were you? Never when it mattered. I have always been who I wanted to be. You loved me for that. Once. So, you've decided. Was any of it real? Yes. I don't know it, but I wish I did. The life you said we had. It happened. It's the only thing that carries me now. I'll hold it for you, even at my end. Let me come with you. Then let me come with you. Into death? She laughed, but it teetered on the edge of a scream in its sharpness. You don't even remember my name. How could I ask you for such a thing? I tried to remember it. It was such a small thing, but nothing came to me. No, I cannot walk into the next world with a stranger, even if he bears the face of my husband. A face is such a surface thing, something to wear, not to be. I just need time. And again, it's already gone. But maybe I can see you again. One day. She closed her eyes one final time and grew still while I stared down at her. The enchantment swirling in the clearing evaporated with her slowing breath. I clawed at the void of memory where she claimed our relationship had been. I looked down again and found the wrinkles on my arms receding, the strong, smooth skin of youth springing back, the years I would never know wiped away with her passing. The silvered scar remained. A world of possibilities stretched before me, and I wept for the one I had lost. The end. So what happens if I say goodbye instead? Then this is goodbye. I will search for them, the memories you say we shared. That's all I could ask for. I made this world for us. It would be nice to have some piece of it left. I'll look for you in the next life. She closed her eyes one final time and grew still while I stared down at her. The enchantment swirling in the clearing evaporated with her slowing breath. I clawed the void of memory where she claimed our relationship had been. I looked down again and found the wrinkles in my arm receding, the strong, smooth skin of youth springing back, the years I would have never known wiped away for passing. The silvered scar remained. The world of possibilities stretched before me, and I wept for the one I had lost. Anyway, that was Daimu. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys want to play this for yourselves, link to the game will be in the description below. I know that there were a couple of interactions I missed and another ending which I missed out. However, like, all that required me was to actually, like, be cruel to the kitsune the whole way through and just, like, tell her that I don't believe any of this was real. And it just absolutely broke my heart. I don't want to put you guys through that, but for all of y'all melancholic lovers out there, if you guys want to see what happens, hey, link to the game is in the description. It's the first link down there. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all have a lovely rest of the day. And as always, I'll be seeing you in the next video. This is Lion, signing off. Ciao.